can't even begin to tell you what a beautiful day it is. The birds are chirping, the sky is clear and blue, and the wind is very light out of the northeast. And it's gonna be a good day to go do some VFR flying for some good food. I'm gonna meet up with one of my longtime backers of the YouTube channel. He's been dying to meet up and go flying, so today we finally had time and good weather to make it happen. So I'm gonna pull the airplane out, fire it up, and head over to Kerrville, pick up Steven. Llano, Texas is a 55 nautical mile hop north of Kerrville, and that's the home of Cooper's Barbecue. So without further ado, let's pull this airplane out and get the show on the road. All right, on the ground in Kerrville, that was incredibly bumpy. I was wrong. That was a very, very bumpy flight. The wind is calm down on the ground. I'm looking at the windsock, it's dead. But it's bumpy up there.
So we got Steven in the airplane here. You've got 30-something hours?
About 35, yeah.
Okay, so you're working on your private, and that 172 actually, that's right in front of us, and that must be a 76 mic model.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's identical to this airplane, of course not on the panel.
No.
But
and probably not on the hours, and, well,
yeah.
let's see. Oh, gosh. No, definitely not on the controls.
It's a little tighter on the controls
Yeah.
in here, isn't it? You've been a long-time contributor of the channel.
Very long time.
And like when I saw your name, and I think you called me out on Facebook or something, I was like, I know that name. I've seen that name before. And it was on Patreon.
Yep. I picked you up on YouTube before I even knew I wanted to fly. No clue about general aviation. I was 10 or 11, I guess.
That's awesome. So hence, we've been trying to make this happen for a long time. We were waiting on weather, and then last weekend we were just, I think you and I, like that day that we were planning, we were both kind of like, meh.
Yeah.
You know, and the weather wasn't the greatest and whatever, but today is pretty good despite it being super bumpy. You're gonna get your money's worth hand flying today. But we're gonna head up to Llano, home of Cooper's Barbecue, and grab some barbecue. If the condition of the grass runway is good, we may even land on the grass runway.
Yeah.
You ever landed on grass?
I've done touch and go on grass over in Comfort down here.
Okay, so yeah. So we might do that. We'll ask the FBO about the condition of the runway when we get close, and then we'll go from there. So we'll grab some barbecue. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Kerrville traffic, Skyhawk, November 809901 is taxiing to runway 12, Kerrville. You know how long I've waited to make a 991 video call? Is before I started flying, I would practice my radio calls. And 991 was always the subject.
That is awesome.
And I've messed up radio calls with 991 at this field before.
That's awesome.
And I would literally just be in the shower and start, you know, flying a pattern in 991, make those radio calls.
That's cool. All right, run up checklist. Brakes set.
Brakes are set.
Fuel selector is on both.
Both.
Flight trim set for takeoff.
Takeoff.
And flight controls free and correct.
Got up, down. Well,
yeah, that happens.
up and down. Elevator up and down. Rudder right and left. Up, right and left.
Your other right. Basically what I say, like when you pull the yoke back all the way and you turn it like that,
yeah.
It hits your knee board. If we've got the yoke all the way back like this and we're turning the aileron a lot,
then you're in more trouble than your knee board being there.
I'm worried about something else. Yeah, we should be on the ground if we're doing that. That's my philosophy. Okay, instruments, cross-check and calibrate. And mixture set for best power.
Mixture is rich.
And the primer is in and locked.
And unlocked.
And up to 1700 RPM.
1700.
Midfield, left downwind, runway 12.
On your sweep monitor.
I know, right?
Although honestly, I could see it getting annoying because the Type A in me just wants to get it right at 17.
I was just about to say, don't fixate on the number. If it's at like 1720,
Alright, 2 clicks, right.
So we're looking for a couple things here. So we got a drop, and it says left mag out.
Okay.
And then we got a rise in all 4 EGTs on the blue ones, and then you go back to both. And then it recovers, the enunciation goes away.
Recovers, back to 1720. There's 1.
And then we got a right mag out. And then rise in all 4.
Okay, back to both. There it goes.
And then carburetor E.
Skyhawk 55245
Carburetor's
left,
out.
base runway.
Do we get a drop,
12,
and the
full
carburetor
stop,
temp goes up.
Okay.
And then push it back in. And the carb temp comes down and we recover.
Okay.
Just like a few other extra things that you can look for on here. Okay, vacuum, we don't have suction. Amps, volts, switch it right here at the bottom. Okay, we're charging oil pressure and oil temp at the top there. Green. Idle, check closed.
Throw that 'em.
Alright, pre-takeoff checklist flaps set 0 to 10. We want them all the way up.
Okay, flaps are up, up, and up.
Alright, mixture set for best power.
Mixture's rich.
Alright, carb heat off.
Off.
Transponder squawk and altitude.
Altitude.
And heading bug set to runway heading. Landing light on. And the strobes on as required.
Okay.
And time note, 2016 Zulu. And brakes release and abort plan.
I usually do the first 1,000.
Okay. First 1,000 foot markers. Alright.
And then anything happens on the rollout, we'll just throttle out, apply the brakes. Thing happens, lift off, runway remaining, or we got a whole lot of grass at the end with some lovely trees.
Cool.
We'll just go ahead and put it down, try to stop. After climb out, no runway remaining, we'll just look for anything 30 degrees off.
We're ready to go.
Alright, final looks clear.
Final does look clear.
Haven't heard anybody in a while. Kerrville traffic, Skyhawk November 809901 is taking off runway 12. Make a left crosswind departure to the northwest, Kerrville. I like back pressure about 40-45 knots and then just let it fly.
Exactly right. I give her a little bit of encouragement and then just let it do its thing.
And then you look for 75?
78.
78.
Okay. Or in this airplane you can even climb out at like 85. We've got extra horsepower.
Oh, that's right. And then we'll go 500 feet crosswind?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be 2,100 feet on our altimeter. Alright, runway checks. We have 125. 5, everything looks good. Wheels down to the floor, full power. And green, green. There's 45, give it a little bit of back pressure. And she's off by the first 1,000.
Very graceful.
Go ahead and go to 020.
Alrighty.
Kerrville traffic, Skyhawk November 809901 is turning left crosswind runway 12, departing to the pattern to the northwest, Kerrville. Houston Center, Skyhawk November 809901, just south of Gillespie County at 5,500. Like to pick up flight following, if we could.
November 809901, squawk 2730.
2730 809901.
It's starting to get a little more bumpy. And as we go up into the hills.
Ow.
12865, stingray 4119.
Star American 35, climb through 1.5 to 13,000.
American 35, Houston Center, fund maintained, level 230. Longview 357, clear to Cavalier.
Automated weather observation 042 Zulu weather. Wind calm. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition clear below 12,000. Temperature 19 Celsius. Dew point -2 Celsius. Altimeter 3028. Remarks.
Attention airmen, right-hand traffic for 17, right-hand traffic for 31 grass.
Houston Center, Skyhawk 809901, we got Lano in sight and the weather.
809901, Roger, no traffic observed in the area. Show the airport about 12 o'clock, 15 miles. Radar service terminated. Squawk VFR, have a good day.
Terminated VFR, have a good one, appreciate it, 9901.
Center United 782, 11 for 12,000.
Lano traffic, Skyhawk 809901 is on a left downwind, runway 13, full stop, Lano.
Right, so let's restore that power.
Lockhart traffic.
And maintain our altitude here.
To the north,
And I got your pre-landing checklist. Brakes pedal test. Make sure you got pressure. Alright, landing light on.
Landing lights on.
We got the autopilot off and our seatbelts and shoulder harnesses are fastened. Sure. Mixture set for best power. All the way in.
Full rich.
Carb heat on.
Carb heat's coming on.
And fuel selectors on both. And the flaps as required.
Go 20?
Not quite yet. We want to get in the wide arc first. And yeah, let's turn to the right just a little bit.
Bonanza 67230 is going to take off from runway 17.
We'll reduce the power first and maintain our altitude until we're below 85 knots. Then we can drop the first notch.
Lano traffic, Skyhawk 809901's left base, runway 13, full stop, Lano.
Let that nose down. Keep that speed up. There you go. So we want to be down about 70 knots here on final is what I like.
Okay.
And then we're going to do the round out, and in the flare we're just going to add a tiny smidge of power just to keep our forward momentum going, and we're going to hold it there in the flare and try and gently touch the grass. And then of course we're going to keep the back pressure in.
Right.
Alright, you can probably go power to idle and keep the nose down. Yeah, there you go. Looking great. So we're on idle, keep that nose down, maybe a little bit of right rudder. And start the round out. And hold her off. A little too high, let her come down a little more. Let her come down. Alright, there's flare, flare. Hold her off, flare, hold it, hold it, hold it. There's a little balloon flare, hold it. There you go, and hold that nose up. Hold that nose up. Nice. Very good, very, very good.
We're just back taxi.
Very good
right?
landing. Yeah, yeah, let's make a left-hand U-turn and back taxi. And you can announce that we're back taxi.
Lano traffic, Skyhawk 80991 is back taxiing runway 13 Lano.
Very good. What'd you think?
That was good, yeah.
It kind of got a little, you know, we were kind of waving up and down there.
Yeah, it was...
In the over the runway, because, I mean, it is a warm day. There's thermals over the grass here. And we were carrying a little extra speed on final, but that's okay. We floated a little bit. No big deal, but that was very smooth, very good. And then, of course, you're doing exactly what you should be. And we taxi with that yoke all the way back.
Good?
Yeah.
What did you think of the grass landing?
It was awesome. Yeah. A little rough.
You did a good job. That was smooth. Smooth. Nice and smooth. There's a bunch of air. There's like, we got here and there's a lot of activity moving around on the ramp, and it actually looks like a bunch of people just left.
Yeah.
Which is good. That means the courtesy car is probably available. So we're gonna go into town, grab some Cooper's barbecue as usual, and then we're gonna come back out here, hop in the airplane, and go back to Kerrville. So we'll lock up the airplane. It's chalk tied down, and let's see if they have a car for us.
My instructor hit a deer on landing.
Oh, really?
That must be fun.
So this be the new Crown Vic. The other one got wrecked. We'll give it a try here. It starts. The way they season their brisket, my favorite thing here at Cooper's is their brisket.
Yeah.
I don't think you got the turkey. I've never had the turkey, but
was good.
The brisket
was awesome.
The ribs, I think Hard 8 in Stephenville has the best ribs, but the brisket at Cooper's is so good. It is so, they season it so well and everything. All right, pre-flight is complete. We got plenty of fuel, right?
Yeah.
Oil's good.
Yep.
We're untied, we're unchalked, and we're gonna do a soft field takeoff. We got plenty of grass runway, really no obstacles at the end of it.
There's a whole bunch of grass in the landing gear.
Like on the brake calipers and stuff? Yeah. I mean, it's mowed, but there are some little weeds that are sticking up, you know, a good 9-10 inches.
Yeah.
So they get caught in the brake calipers, and then when you're doing pre-flight, you're like plucking
It's fun though.
grass out.
I've only done one like touch and go in the Champ on a soft field.
Okay.
So.
And that was in a tail wheel too.
Yeah.
So the thing with the nose gear is you just got to hold the, protect that nose gear and keep it off the ground, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, should be cool. I'll walk you through it, and then we'll make our way back to Kerrville.
Yeah. Let's go.
Bueno.
Lano traffic, Skyhawk November 80991 is taking off runway 13, departing to the southwest, Lano.
And then once you're lined up, we can ease it up to full power. Right out that way. There you go. The nose is already up. Right rudder there. Drop that nose just a little bit. We're gonna pretty much level off here.
Okay, we're out of ground effect.
There you go. Let that airspeed come up.
Crosswind, downwind 481.
Very good, very good.
Rightwood.
Untitled traffic, Skyhawk 96916, 4 miles southeast inbound, full stop, 16. Untitled traffic.
Offset. Houston Center, Skyhawk, November 80, 9901's climbing through 4,000 for 4,500. I'd like to pick up flight following if we could. Just departed Llano.
Skyhawk 809901, Houston Center, squawk 7452, Llano altimeter 3025.
7452 on the squawk, 809901. Curval traffic, Skyhawk, November 809901's 45 to a left downwind, runway 12, full stop, Kerrville.
Pre-landing checklist, brakes pedal test. Pressure, landing light on, autopilot off, seatbelts, shoulder harnesses, I'm in. Mixture set for best power, full rich. Car beat on, fuel selector on both, laps as required.
Alright, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, and 6 1000. Curval traffic, Skyhawk, November 809901's turning left base, runway 12, full stop, Kerrville.
Kerrville traffic, Commander 7 Golf Tango is clear of runway 12. Kerrville traffic.
Alright, redway's ours. Your final looks clear.
Final's clear.
There you go. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Very good landing.
Thank you. Mixtures link. Car beats in, 1 2 3, lights off, beacon stays on.
All right, what'd you think?
It was fun. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So compared to the other one that you fly,
Beautifully.
beautifully,
It's, yeah.
a little bit
Controls
tighter.
are tight. G5s are awesome. And that
Glass.
monitor's interesting. I'm type A, so it's like if the RPMs aren't exact,
Yeah.
it just kind of messes with me.
Yeah.
But
It is a lot to get used to, but you did great. I can tell you're a natural at this. You've got a great instructor. That last landing, I was like, I'm always like tempted to talk during the landing and be like, okay, round out flare. I was like, nope, shut up. Just let him do it. Let him do it. And it was perfect. It was perfect. So, and it's a great, look at that sunset.
yeah, it's beautiful.
Perfect timing, great food.
It was smooth.
As usual, and it was very
On the way
smooth.
there,
It
on
was
the
very
way back.
It was bumpy going up there a little bit, but it was pretty smooth on the way
Cooper's
back.
was awesome.
Cooper's
Josh
Brisket.
was awesome.
Oh, I appreciate it.
He had a whole lot of fans.
There was like
And-
6
and
people
Llano.
that recognized the logo at Llano, and that was abnormally a lot of people, but it was cool. It was really awesome.
It was awesome.
And
Dream come true. I've waited for
Really?
this day for
I'm glad we can make
four
that
and a
happen.
half years.
well, let's do it again.
Yeah.
And what's your Instagram handle?
Steven Prislovsky. It's a long name.
You wanna? I'll spell it on the screen there.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, that's that.
That was awesome. Yeah, it was fun.
All right. Despite the mid-afternoon thermals, this turned out to be an awesome day of flying, which ended with a great Texas Hill Country sunset as I climbed into 80991 and departed Kerrville back to San Marcos. I had a nice smooth flight back at dusk with the lights of San Antonio off to my right, and it was a perfect way to top off a day of aviating and wind down for the evening. If you liked the video, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, you can head over to aviation101.com/store and grab some merch there. Be sure to check out Lightspeed Aviation as well. I was wearing a Zulu 3 and Steven was wearing a Sierra headset on today's flights. You can find links to both of those awesome headsets down in the description. And until next time, I want you to stay happy, stay healthy, stay current, and of course, stay proficient, and we will see you in the next video.